Hello everyone, it's Millie here again, and got some Metro Rush gameplay. And the server has we got 300 tickets running. So often on my last video, I said on how servers lately have just been running these uh, unrealistic server settings, and 300 tickets on Rush is, I don't know what the point is, because the defenders just most of the time you can't really defend on 300 tickets because players would drop out and then you'll get other players who'll be really aggressive, and like it's just like the dynamic of like the team rushing is just, it changes. Like you'll be used to like them being really passive, and then you'll get other new players coming in and they'll just push really hard, and then you got to readjust, and all these like little minor factors that come into play. So, and this is a clear example of what you shouldn't do when defending or defusing. Like, I should have just went for the defuse, and I get the rough end, and he just throws a grenade, and as a result, the MCOM goes down. So, but not entirely my fault. Obviously, my teammate here should have went for the defuse rather than the revive. But in any case, so I'm running the Recon class, and with the JNG 90, I have to say, out of most of the Recon class weapons, I think the JNG 90 is probably one of my, I think the second favorite, because I just like, the one thing I've noticed with this particular weapon is that the capacity of ammo that you get. Now, on this, correct me if I'm wrong, but when compared with the rest of the Recon weapons, like I think the standard amount of ammo you get is 55, around about the 55 mark. But with this weapon, you just get 100 rounds. And I'm like, I wonder why. I mean, I wonder why the developers have done that. I mean, I'm sure there's a reason, and I'm sure like other people have explored this theory. But I just find it like it's one of those plus things about using this weapon, the amount of ammo you get with it. Also, like coming from playing Bad Company 2 and in particular playing the Recon class in that game, when you compare it to Battlefield 3, it is quite different, as they've added the scope sway in the game, and the whole breath thing and all that stuff, which adds like another element to, I guess you could say, skill based. But the one thing I really hate is the recon, the glint that you get on the scope glint, and at times it's like, I don't know, really unfair. But I guess this is like a team-based game, and trying to balancing out certain things here and there. So I guess it makes sense. So we managed to lose the first two MCOMs, and we're pretty much holding him we're defending pretty aggressively here, just like holding them back as they're trying to push forward. However, like there's still 200 tickets left, and they push us back to the midsection here. But I reckon this is a good standpoint to make you stand, and especially enjoy running the Recon on this particular part of the map, where you just know that they got two options, either come from the left or right. And as you can see here, I'm just picking them off one by one. And also to complement the Recon, I'm running the M1911 handgun, which in my opinion, I really believe it's one of the better handguns to be using. But then again, it all comes down to personal preference. But you get I think the best of two worlds. You get the flexibility of being able to rapid fire this weapon as fast as you can pull the trigger, and also getting a relatively high damage weapon. Like it's not as powerful as the Magnum 44, but it's a lot more powerful than the M9 and the M9 or the G18 and stuff like that. So as you can see here, it's a fairly useful weapon to have in terms of close quarters and also like mid-range as well. I mean, I find it really effective, and I think because of that, like especially on when I was checking out my battle log, I was like really surprised that the M1911 is the weapon that has the most kills out of everything. So get a lucky grenade kill there. It's always nice to get to use that. I don't think I've only had one multi-kill at the moment, but that was with like a lucky RPG shot. I often find it's really hard to achieve those, especially on console, unless you like super stealthy and just drop a pack of C4 somewhere and then just boom. So we're holding them back really effectively, and I must say that I think that the attackers weren't doing a really good job at attacking. As you can see here, they're just more like creeping up slowly. I think they should have just dropped some smoke, and just drop smoke and just push forward and use the smoke as cover and just get behind our defensive line, and they would have had a lot easier job at getting the MCOM. But having said that, I mean, we went also defending very strongly as well, as a couple of times they did arm the MCOMs, and I personally had to go back and disarm them, as no one was really doing anything about it, which kind of sucks, as you're trying to defend here, but most of these people playing on the server are going for just kills rather than playing objectively. But I mean, same could be said about myself. I mean, I am going for kills, but also trying going back and making putting down the tugs near the MCOMs just to let other players know if the attackers are behind our lines, and going for the arm. So wrapping up here, and we managed to defend them pretty well, and I just get that guy on my last bullet, and to my surprise, we end up winning the round. However, this gameplay could go for like an hour and 10 minutes, something like that, so it's fairly long. Anyway guys, hope you enjoy this, and I'll have some more content coming up later. Anyways, cheers, bye.